Hello, hi. This is the analysis of Nathaniel here. PS3 games. I'm what I'm doing now. I'm basically ranking them based on how many times I replayed the game's campaign. So replaying a game's campaign again. Replayability. It's all about replayability of the game. Every game has different playable value. You know, every game is different. The generally the better the game, the more replayable it is. Some games are so long and so immersive and so expansive to the point where you can't really replay it because your progress is gonna be feel like redone, like, in a way. But some games are easier; they're just easier to replay. And please like, share, subscribe. I just reached 100 subscribers, so thank you guys. Please subscribe. Don't press subscribe. I want to mark that down here. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200. So yeah, games I replay the most, and I'm ranking it 10 down to 1. So this video won't have any text to it, but I'm gonna try and talk loud so you can hear me. And yeah, so I'm gonna say the number associated like with that game. 10 is gonna be the least I replayed to the most. Number 10 is Just Cause 2. Now, Just Cause 2, I must have replayed like 2 to 3 times. Really well done. Because it's so big, it's a very big game, massive scale game, 400 square miles. You're like basically like on an actual country. That's a whole sandbox. The open world is an actual country. You know, replay. Yeah. So that's Just Cause 2, number 10. Number 9 is Black Ops 1. I replayed it around the same 2 to 3 times. So yeah, Black Ops 1 with the campaign. I'm talking about the campaign or story mode. What I love about the Black Ops 1 is it's great in that it's every time I replay it, there's this conspiracy. Obviously, the Cold War, America versus US, Vietnam War, and there's kind of like this there's kind of this memory, like the main character loses like his memory, and then every time I play it again and again, you kind of like, okay, what's the mystery behind this, and how did this connect together? And you're being interrogated like by the CIA, but your memories aren't right. You gotta try and they're trying to recollect your memories, and you're basically narrating or like retelling main missions, like military missions, of what happened like in the 60s, and they're trying to regain your memory, So yeah, it's very replayable. Again, your typical Call of Duty campaign: shotguns, pistols, machine guns, large scale explosions, huge scale, like huge scale. So that's Black Ops. So number 9, Black Ops. Number 8, again, we're going 10 on the 1. 8 is Prototype 1. 3 to 4 times I replayed it. So I played it once, twice, 3, and the great thing about Prototype is that every time I play it, the upgrades, there's different upgrades you can get, and you go different routes like with the upgrades. And the problem with this Prototype is that some of the powers you had were kind of useless. They weren't used properly, some of the powers. But replaying it again and again and again, you start to find a use for these kind of lesser powers or lesser upgrades, and you basically have super speed. You're running up buildings. It's pretty cool, and you're fighting. You can basically battle, tank hand to hand. You're that powerful. You're kind of like a Superman light in a way. So yeah, so just replaying, and it's again my favorite. One of a top 5 favorite superhero or superpower games that I have. That adds to the replayability of it. So it's Prototype 1. Number 8, Resistance 3. 3 to 5 times, or like 4 to 5 times, like really well done campaign. And like I said before, the more you use a weapon, the more that weapon gets upgraded. So if you want like a certain weapon to get upgraded, you gotta use it more and more and more. And by the end of the game, obviously you're gonna have like all of the weapons. And the weapons there, what I love about replaying the game is that you can approach every scenario differently. With weapons. Like you use this weapon against this enemy, you can use this explosion or grenade or so on. There's even a mutated weapon. Like I replay it every time just to get to the mutator weapon, which basically mutates the alien. first person shooter. So like a Call of Duty mixing with, it's more like Doom. If you guys know Doom, it's very similar to Doom. But man, like a top really like a really well done, and replaying it again, there is kind of like you're trying to stop this alien virus from killing the rest of humanity. Every time it's like, man, like the odds are against you. How are you guys gonna fight against the aliens? But yeah, and weapons is the main reason. Like you get tons of weapons. You get at least there's 13 different, 14 different weapons like on your weapon wheel alone. It's really well done, man. Yeah. So number 7 and number 6 is Bad Company 1. I love Bad Company 1. I played this, replayed it 5 to 7 times over the years. It's that good. It is that good. With the campaign, obviously, okay, the mechanics struggled a little bit, but what I love about replaying it, every time it's like watching a kind of military comedy, in a way you guys are like in a group of 4, and then there's the Joker, there's a guy likes a joke, there's a guy that's an idiot, there's the strict sergeant, and there's you, the rookie military guy, and it's very fun. It's very, the dialogue is so funny, and the scenarios that you guys are put in, and yeah, it's just really well done. And with replaying the campaign as well, every weapon you pick up gets discovered, and you get kind of like a weapon tag. Like you discovered a weapon, this XM8 assault rifle, or AN94 assault rifle, or this carbine, or a sniper rifle, and yeah, and replaying this, like the key thing about Bad Company and Battlefield is that you get to manually go in vehicles, like any vehicle you see like in the world. It's kind of like an open world, but it's more linear. It's like going to mission, but replaying it, you get to going tanks, APCs, military Humvees. There's even a mission where you do the helicopters. I replayed every time just to get to the helicopter. The Russian helicopter, attack helicopter, is a very fun mission. Really fun mission. And yeah, you go, the sceneries are nice, and you can blow things up, like blow up debris and buildings, trees, so on, Yeah, so replaying it, yeah, again, I always have that in mind. That sometimes I forget, man, I could just destroy that building over there, or, with this grenade launcher, or, to kill the enemy soldiers. Number 5, now we're in top 5. I added one here by mistake. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take one off. But anyways, number 5 is gonna be Metal Gear Rising. 6 to 8 times I replayed it, cause it's short, sweet, get to the point. Lots of great boss battles. I replayed just for the boss battles, just to get to the boss battles. I want to see this boss battle again and again and again and again and again. And you can't manually save profiles, so you can't load. You can't jump into any random profile. You gotta, if you're gonna replay the game, you gotta replay the whole thing over again. But it's only a 5 to 6 hour campaign or story. Yeah, I just want to get to the boss battles and the upgrades. Your Cyborg Ninja, coolest action like in a game, probably, arguably, like really well done action. And this is my emblem, like this guy right here, he's so cool. Just look at Metal Gear Rising, and the boss battles, like some of the best soundtracks are in a game. Yeah, yeah. So I'm replaying again. I'm replaying it mostly for the boss battles and the scale. 6 to 7 times I replayed it. Number 5. Then number 4 is Arkham City. I really love Arkham City. I must have replayed it 8 to 9 times over the years. What I love about the mono, what am I saying? Man, this thing got me twisted. The Batman Arkham thing is that playing as Batman, with Arkham City, it's a perfect, kind of like the perfect adaptation of Batman. Kevin Conroy's voice acting, along with the character design of Batman, it's really well done. And how there is the detective Batman, there's the ninja Batman, the Batman that knows like how to fight. One of the greatest fighters like in DC, taking down enemies and add the upgrades. So I'm replaying it for so many factors. There's so many factors, and the dialogue so well done. And the villains, lots of villains. It doesn't waste the Batman villains like you saw in Arkham Knight. It actually uses them. most are, you know, are the top ones they actually use. They actually utilize a lot. And I'm a huge DC fan, so replaying it is like, man, I want to see more and more and more and more and more. So yeah, Batman Arkham City, the best Arkham game, the best Arkham game. This is the this is not even the original cover, but yeah, man. Number three, three is gonna be Prototype 2. The Prototype 2 I replayed many times, 8 to 9, 10 times. Over the years, what I love about Prototype 2 is that it expands on Prototype 1, you got more powers, you feel more invincible. It is easier than Prototype 1, so you're gonna progress quicker. It is about around the same length, but I replayed mainly to get the powers. You turn your hands into these deadly shape-shifting weapons. These huge knives, these huge hammer fists. You can pound the ground like, are you like a walking hurricane, a tornado basically, you know? And there's with the mods, the DLC mods, you literally get a throw turn. You literally get to throw anything, and then a tornado follows. It's like a mod, you know. It's pretty cool. But just the powers, you know, you upgrade, and this is like a lot more expansive than the first one. The upgrades. More. You can run faster. You can run up buildings faster. You can glide longer, farther away. You know, there's tons of stuff. There's tons, and the side missions. And I'm replaying again for the side missions. The espionage, you shapeshift into military guys, and they can't tell who you are because you're like a Martian Manhunter, basically. You're Martian Manhunter. Number two is gonna be tied. But two is gonna be actually GTA 5 and God of War 3, 10 to 11 replay 10 to 11 times. The greatness about this is, well, let's start obviously with GTA 5. Well, God of War 3. With God of War 3, it's great because I'm replaying for the boss battles. I want to get to the boss battles. Poseidon, Hades, Hercules, even something like as small as, a giant ice scorpion boss. I'm replaying for the boss battles, and with this journey, this is like Kratos' last journey in the Greek mythology. So, unless you're counting God of War Ascension, which came after, but with, Kratos, the main guy you play as, it's his last journey. Like, that's his last time in Greek mythology, so, story wise, So then after this, they jump to God of War 4. So, and the upgrades as well, the fighting, the music, the overall instrumental music. There's terrifying music. There's kind of like, old ancient type music and beats, and yeah, you're in ancient Greece and you're fighting Greek gods like that. The scale can't get any better. These huge scale battles, and I kind of get the feeling that this, like, the world is gonna end. But yeah, God of War 3 and GTA 5. Oh man, I can't, like, 11, 12 times replayed. What I love about GTA 5 is that, obviously, I talked a lot about this, but with it takes place in LA, Los Santos, and there's different perspectives, and like, with the world being so huge, replaying it, there's so many different attires you can get, like, uniforms, clothes. There's so many cars you can discover. There's a lot of things a lot of places you can go. You can, every time I replay it, I feel I learn something new, like a new area, and the map is that big, or like a new vehicle. Like, there's one where in Beverly Hills area of the game, there's the Bugatti that you find. Very easy to find, and it's always like in the same spot. So just replaying for those factors that you can. Any vehicle you find in the world, you can store it in your garage. And I'm replaying for the story, the dialogue, the scenarios, the missions, the heist, the large scale, or the conflict between the characters, the main characters, the corrupt police. Just learning these characters, they feel like real people, like actual real. Rockstar does the best at that, like immersion in a game, making the world feel absolutely real. Red Dead 2, GTA 5, GTA 4 DLC, even GTA 4 too as well. The last game I replayed the most is Infamous 2, 12 to 14 times. So I replayed it. The unique thing about replaying it is that you can be as good, and you can be evil. So you can either be a super villain or a superhero. With the choices you make, depending on if in the game you'll kill, there is a choice for you to shock, citizens that are annoying you or people that are protesting against you, are representing some sort of cause that's going against you. So that'll make you evil. And as well, there is certain powers that make you more evil, like by unleashing somebody, you're basically draining the electrical properties from their brain. That makes you more evil. And good, healing people. Use electricity to heal people. And yeah, so every time you replay it, and with the different power, the karma system, good versus evil, there's different powers associated with it too. Upgrades associated. You can't get a certain upgrade if you're good, or you can't get a certain one like if you're evil. And there's tiers to the karma. Like there's the citizen versus a thug, a paragon versus a villain, and yeah, so on. So you get to choose. And the story, very well done. Man, Sucker Punch needs to go back to Infamous. They really do. I replaying it again as well. Cinematics, very well done. Like for 2011, for a game of 2011. The powers, just the overall powers you get, like that's the main thing I'm replaying for. The powers. You really feel like a superhero in this game. You really feel like you have superpowers. It doesn't hold you back. And it's not too easy, not too hard. It's perfectly balanced. So there's tons of reason why I replayed for it. There's tons. The side missions, some of the best side missions, arguably in a PlayStation exclusive game. Arguably some of the best side missions ever. In PlayStation exclusives. I don't want to get it mixed up, but yeah, Infamous 2, highly recommend. It's on PS4 subscription, PlayStation subscription, so you can download it digitally. Or if you still have your PS3, that's why I keep my PS3, right? I want to replay these games. Yeah, but tons. So again, 1, Infamous 2, you got these 2 games, GTA 4. 3 is a new prototype. 2, 4 is Arkham City. 5 is Metal Gear Rising, and the rest came after. Again, 10 on 1 being obviously the game I replayed the most. So I replayed it the most amount of times. Thanks for getting me to 100 subscribers. Next video is games of 2013. So look out for that video. Thanks for watching.